Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we have got a 1 versus 1 on Quest Triumph. Playing as the Blood Angels on the left hand side we've got Vrax, and playing as the Death Guard on the right hand side we've got Kubini. Kubini will be opening up with double Nurgle Cultist squads, a Temple of Disease and a Scourge Generator, whereas Vrax will be going for double Assault Scout squads and a Progenitor Barracks. So it is indeed the Sons of Sanguinius versus the Minions of Mortarion here today on the icy wastelands of Quest Triumph. Quite a narrow map for lots of close combat shenanigans, and to be fair, I think that a close combat orientation for the Death Guard will probably work in their advantage, considering that the the Blood Angels also like to get involved in close combat. Their assault squads for their scouts have got some stabby bits. So there'll be, I think some close combat stuff might be useful for both sides, really. Going to see a tactical squad for Vrax as well as Captain Tyker. Got a very powerful buff that he can make use of. Increases the damage that he outputs, but also increases the incoming damage for him as well. So really good for blasting down individual characters, but maybe less so in a mass engagement. Got some regular old Plague Marines. So actually, no close combat for either side. Ignore everything I said in the opening. Clearly I don't know anything, but we've got a heavy bottle turret going here. Going to cover this strategic point as well as the relic. I'll even pop down so the cultists here aren't going to do any decapping whatsoever. They're going to run away as quickly as their nergly legs can carry them, losing one model there as well. So first blood goes to the Blood Angels, which makes sense. I'm sure they're pretty happy about that. We've got quite a dark colour scheme for these guys as well. I do love the Blood Angels. I think they're quite interesting. There was this... I'll have to put a link in the description for a voice actor who does like a bunch of excerpts from some Black Library books. He's got one really good one where Dante talks to Sanguinius, and it's just, oh my goodness, it's just an epic little speech. Dante's all like, please let me rest. I'm too tired, I've been serving for so long, and Sanguinius is like, nope. You are... I'm sorry, my son, you've got to keep on fighting. I know you're tired, but just... hang in there, buddy. Hang in there. Anyway, some Nurgle cultists are outnumbered, outgunned. Going to try and defend this listing post, but probably not going to be too successful. A Poxwalker slave trying to dance away the knight, but no one's going to let him. Some Plague Marines going to scurry over. Well, scurry is probably the wrong verb. More just like forebodingly march over. Cultists dying more or less straight away as these guys mass forward. Do have the Plague Lord. He'll be joining in. But I don't think he'll win a 1v1 versus Captain Tyker. Poor slave is trying to get away. He's actually standing up to the pressure quite nicely. But will... no, yep, he's still alive. Good on you. Good on you, sunshine. Of the Plague Lord coming in. These guys got to keep their distance if they want to avoid losing any more of their models. Assault Scout Squad continuing to stab away at their listing post as more cultists come in from the right-hand side. And, yeah, they're not sure why Captain Tyker's avoiding close combat. I wonder if that's just because, again, like I say, wants to avoid that incoming range damage. But a little bit of stutter stepping. The Plague Lord cannot catch up to them. He skips his cardio. They're going to focus on whatever soft targets that they can. But that's quite a lot of scouts, quite a lot of boys as well, so... no risk of losing everything at the moment. Might as well fall back through... oh no, you have not upgraded your listing post. But, hey-ho. Stay in the heavy cover, Mr. Kubini. These guys won't be coming after you anytime soon. Another model being taken down as well, so... the body count stacking up for Kubini here. Over on this side, the Assault Squads are looking for a bit of a flanking manoeuvre. See if they can sneak into the base. Get some stabbers on the goes. A gift repository being built up. Yeah, we've got some flanking there. So, maneuverability might be in the Blood Angels' favour today. Got a squad of Assault Plague Marines. And these guys got quite an impressive charge speed. Just need to get within charge range. Second squad of Tactical Marines. Plague Lord joining these boys. Losing one model there and exploding in a spew of green. Pustule liquid insert, awful word here. But it's just back and forth at the moment. Everyone posturing, trying to get that superior ground But double tactical marines, that's just a whole party going on there. A whole wing. And these guys not able to push through to them. Every time I try and get them, they just fall back a bit. So yeah, I don't think they're going to do it. They need something a bit faster. I mean, maybe they're going to upgrade themselves with that charge upgrade. Or maybe they might decide to go for some tier 2 and vehicle shenanigans. But no, actually, okay, they're going to lull themselves into a false sense of security. And then stab them. But no, too quick, too nimble. So, what's going on in the base at the moment? We're going to go for triple plasma generators. Current economies are 1, 10 and 20 compared to 1, 15 and 10. Tier 2 on the way for Kubini, and I do believe, was that tier 2? Yep. Oh, almost synchronized tier 2-age. Submarines just, oh, go on, get them. You're nearly catching up with them. Well, at least bonk them once. There we go, one bonk. That's all you're getting, young man. Before you lose a couple of models here, there, and everywhere. Plague Lord taking it on the chin, but he doesn't mind. He's there for a reason. Yeah, it's a deadly ballet. A ballet of bolters. A bolter ballet. There we go. Did you kill much down here? Doesn't look like it. In fact, it looks like you got a couple of scouts killed from this upgraded listening post. More cultists down here as well. And more scourge generators being built up. But it's just continuing. No one's able to quite get through. Counter Tycho still full health. And Kubini has got that countdown to the critical locations. Scouts will come over and see if they can decap it there. But they'll be chased away by the furious shotguns of the Nurgle cultists. I'm surprised that Vrax hasn't gone for any combat shotguns on the assault scouts, but you know, just to bash these guys away. But I suppose that under fire. Oh, he's going to go for Sanguine Armory, so maybe that is on the cards for him at the very least. Gotta be careful though. These guys, they can succumb to the blood rage when they lose morale. I do believe it's when they lose their morale. They stay and fight, which is not what you want sometimes. Does increase the damage, I do believe. It's either when they lose their morale, or am I getting them confused with the Death Guard or Death Corps? Because I know that the Black Templars, they go a bit mental when they lose a model. I don't think it's losing a model for these guys. I'm fairly certain of it. Plague Lord, add some healing juice to these guys while adding some not healing juice to those guys. But that was a plague grenade from the Assault Marines. And actually does double grenades. Do a lot of AoE damage. Nice repositioning though, not staying in there for much longer. But I now backed into a corner. Listening post getting a few shots in. Plasma guns left, right and centre on the Tactical Marines. Get as close as they can without being in close combat. But keep nimble and keep quick. Looked like a very strong opening for the Plague Marines. Actually, it still looks relatively good for them. It's just that's a lot of fire coming in from all sides. Nurgle cultists being wiped out more or less straight away. These guys are going to come in on the left-hand side as well, see what they can do. Nice use of the light cover, but the light cover will slow them down a little bit. And we do have a assault squad coming in. Yellow beaky helmets, signifying stuff. Not veteran status, I don't believe. I do believe that the beaky armour was old school Space Marines, wasn't it? Like really old school. I'm fairly certain. There we go. No facts today, just nearly facts. Quasi-facts and rumours, that's what I deal in. The Assault Marines, or Assault Plague Marines, sorry, are falling back. Squad wipe of the regular Plague Marines are going down. And Plague Havocs, absolutely, that's exactly what you go for as Death Guard. It's just, there is no build order that isn't complete without double Plague Havocs from the perspective of the Death Guard. Assault Marines trying to keep these guys sweet. We'll cover them in green goop. Tycho gets knocked over for a bit. But his golden armour is yet to be sullied by the taint and filth of Nurgle. Missing grenade launcher. Oh, sorry, missing grenade even. Going there. There's no launcher. Just a regular old grenade. And the Assault Marines, they're knocking around, but the double Plague Havocs cracking down on their morale. That's an intimidating volley. Yeah, these guys need to jump away ASAP or they will die. They don't care. Oh, alright, okay, yep, the morale will be broken. That way they won't be able to run away. Okay. Confirmed, you saw it here first, boys and girls. I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Disgusting resilience, making the Death Guard even stronger. And the listing post oozing green filth towards these guys, slowly gonna get taken down, but they've used all the upgrade slots for... Oh no, they could have got a metal gun if they wanted to. But they're not going to. And finally, there we go, the charge animation, the charge upgrade. Good stuff. Will make them a lot more deadly. Got a Dreadnought coming in. Big, flamey bits. The old upper handle smash on top of this Plague Champion. But, I mean, double Plague Havocs. Vehicles are always a dangerous thing to go for when you're playing against the Death Guard. Also, the Plague Lord died at some point. Now been replaced by a Malignant Plague Caster. Oh, an Assault Rhino. I thought he was a Vindicator for a second then. Could have fooled me. Could have fooled me indeed, young man. But the Blood Angels now really suffering. Losing all their infantry. Oh no, they were inside the Rhino. You rascal. Old Assault Rhino. Confusing me to high heavens. But they're in here. They've been zapped by some plague stuff though, so they're going to jump inside the Rhino and hope that they can avoid the big stink that's coming in. Plague Havoc's going to get a volley or two off on them. Oh, managing to narrowly avoid the incoming fire. Dreadnought grabbing a boy, giving him a squeeze. For chucking him at the mountain and him exploding. That must be very satisfying from a Dreadnought's perspective. All the other things that you throw don't explode on impact. What are you doing? Are you just holding the line? Trying to distract these guys? There's triple. Right, okay, well. Which Rhino are the Marines stored in? It's your guess. I can imagine, like, if this was Scooby-Doo, they'd go inside that Rhino and come outside this Rhino. And then, obviously, the Plague Champions would then chase them into one, and they'll come out in the other. You can dream, can't you? You can hope that would happen. But sadly, life is not like Scooby-Doo. They've ruined him. Well, not him, because he wasn't even in the most recent rendition of Scooby-Doo, was he? No, I'm not going to talk about it. Still bitter about it. Still very bitter about it. Hogswog Slave is dead. One Rhino down. A regular bloated Rhino from the Death Guard. In fact, oh, it's just a game of Rhinos. Rhinos everywhere. Who needs high-tier vehicles when there's just so much anti-vehicle stuff going on? Throw them into the meat grinder or the iron grinder. The forge, I guess. And it's just madness, just chaos. And Kubini's got quite a lot of spare money on the go. Have you got? No, you're spending your money very efficiently. Orbital Relay Tower, Machine Bastion. Dreadnought going to go for a multi-melter. More turrets on the way as one has been killed over here at some point. The Blood Rhino's just going to come in. All guns are blazing. Tactical Squad's going to get their plasma guns back on the go, but Captain Tycho has been killed. Sad day for the Blood Angels. No Sanguinor coming in to save them. Listing post firing away at the bloated Rhinos, but won't do much. And yeah, Plague Havocs, they're going to be a real mean customer. Surprised they've not been put inside the Rhinos to move themselves around. Very surprising indeed. They're quite a terror when they're that mobile. But I suppose Kubini's trying to put the pressure on both sides of the map, trying to spread out the Blood Angel forces here. Which makes sense. They're just going to reinforce the Tactical Marines as much as possible. Going in for Assault Terminator Squad. The Terminators are quite deadly. And, oh, Chief Librarian Mephistor. Or Mephiston, even. Now, isn't he the guy who succumbed to the Black Rage, but then was like, no thank you, and then stopped raging? He's not the only one who's done it. Fairly certain. My Blood Angel knowledge is not... Ooh. Coming out of nowhere. Assault Terminator Squad, go on, rip up a power with your lightning claws. Yes. The might of Sanguinius made manifest. And a Predator in there as well. It's all just turned up for the Blood Angels now. The Death Guard looked very confident for a second there. Only to be beaten back by some angry boys in Terminator armour. The Chief Librarian is out now. Surely be coming in bringing some big spells. Plague Lord gonna spit all over his friends, and they're very grateful for it. Servitor, you're chilling out. Oh, sorry, you're not Servitor, you're Machine Heller. You're doing fine there. You'll be alright. Captain Tycho also returning to the field. And the pressure is on. We have to crump all the Death Guard before they're able to regroup and respond. Double Plague Havocs though, still knocking around. Gonna go for a chosen Plague Marine squad. Even more durable than the regular Plague Marines. Malignant Plaguecast is still knocking around, making everyone feel poorly. We jump inside the Rhino to resist that damage. Here comes Mephistron. Let's have a look at him. Ooh, yes. He's like a... Oh, the dude! Oh. The Austrian person who played Conan. Arnold Schwarzenegger, back when I had, like, long blonde hair. That's what I'm getting from you when you stand still. Yep. There we go. Put the cookie down, he says. As he chases away that malignant playcaster. Boy in golden armour on the backgrounds as well. And there we go, the chosen Plague Marines. Can weather any storm. Gonna go straight for some Plague Belchers. Oh, and some Death Shroud Terminators, yes. What a few fancy, schmancy models these are. Ready to cut people down at a moment's notice. Yeah, some serious close combat shenanigans on the way in. Although very immobile? They're slow. And these boys have got a Rhino. We've also got a regular Terminator squad over here. They're going to be equipping themselves with some assault cannons. Look at that charge. They go straight in there. Orbital bombardment coming in. These guys narrowly avoid it, but will stop the Plague Havocs from coming in to provide some supporting fire. Death Shroud's increasing their number as they go in with the scythes. All life is a test, or an endurance test, says Mortarion. If you're not testing yourself, you're akin to dying. If you've not seen the Amber King's most recent Primarch episode on Mortarion, I highly recommend it. The voice acting in that, absolutely superb. Another thing to put as a link in the description. The Death Guard are amassing. The Assault Terminators on the backside. Got to provide some sort of bulwark to prevent these guys from tying up the ranged units. They're going up against them, but Death Shrouds, I mean, 5 of them have got more health than 8 Assault Dreadnoughts, or Terminators, sorry. And now the Plague Havocs are able to come in to provide some firing support. It's not looking pretty. They're gonna need a miracle to hold back this fighting force. Plague Belchers on the chosen Plague Marines will do a lot of damage. And morale bad stuff to anyone involved. And the breaking morale, not ideal for the Blood Angels. Not for the longevity anyway. Need some magic stuff coming from the Chief Librarian here. He's going to use his plasma pistol to shy these guys away, but they're going to take one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So focusing on the sick post over here, and gradually work their way over. Current economies are 143 and 79 compared to 145 and 78, so as even economies as you can get. Poor Terminators dying where they stand. Big sad, real mad. Got more Dreadnoughts coming out, more vehicle cap increases. Again, I don't think the vehicle's the way forward. Jump for Sanguinius, potentially. T or whatever that was. They're going to cancel it. Instead go for something else, question mark? Doesn't look like it. And now the Plague Havocs Gonna poke their faces forward. Do believe that this relic is providing these guys a little extra vision. I do believe it is. Hold on. Is it? Yes! So it should help them know what the Death Guard are up to. Can't really afford losing that relic neither, just in case they want some endgame units on the go. On the way. Ah, Commander Dante! Yes! Here we go. Give him the sweet release of death. That's what he craves. But no. His Sanguinius' son, his greatest son, some would say. Double Plague Predators armed to the teeth with las cannons. Predator is shrugging off quite a lot of damage, to be fair. But so are the Plague Predators with any incoming damage themselves. They do have actually the exact same amount of health. So no more tankier than a regular Predator by the looks of things. As he goes down. Well, that's a turn up for the Bucks, isn't it? Boys over here being armed with a graviton gun. Quite cool stuff. Mephiston nearly dead. The Death Guard, rather than pressing their advantage, they're coming back to play defensive. Not sure if that's what they want to do. Don't think it'll take all this to defend it. There's not much. The way tactical squads here to attack. A couple of Plague Havocs is really all you need, I think. Although maybe I'm being too conservative here. Oh dear, these Death Shroud Terminators having a difficult time with this orbital bombardment. The Assault Terminators teleporting in the midst of the Death Guard. Lots of flies being summoned. Some bad things. Some plague stuff going on from the turret. And there he is, Commander Dante. Look at him go. Let's just sneak in there. Wielding a mighty axe. Also slapping that guy on the backside by the looks of things. Yeah, this guy messes things up in close combat. He does not give a damn. Can also get some friends as well if he really wants, but needs a captured relic for it. Oh, we've got Blood Mortarion! Oh, this is so cool! Yes! Get involved, Mortarion! Fight him! Engage in glorious heroic combat! Dante is not messing around. Oh, those got Jesus, what's he? What even is this? It's just smelly lightning coming in, maybe, as well as an orbital bombardment. The fury of gods made manifest. Dante, though, I think he went down in that amalgamation of axes, scythes, and craziness. It all went a bit mental for 5 seconds then. Mortarion standing victor in that engagement. And now it's looking very, very deadly here. The Blood Angels are going to have to pull out some serious magic if they want to claw it back by now. They've got very little in the way of an army left. Mortarion going to come in and just basically slap down the listing post. Furiosa Dreadnought taking out the flanks of a Plague Predator. And the Assault Scout Squads are still being used. Still active. Mighty Sanguinius has been researched, so the Terminators are probably going to come out, maybe? Oh, Death Company Rhino. Okay, going to get some death stuff out. And Oath of Rage. That does stuff, I imagine. Moria the Chosen. Strong Dreadnought Commander. We're going up against Mortarion. He's in the base now, causing mischief. And the Death Guard are knocking on the front door. What are the other options? Another Captain Tycho coming out. But I'm afraid I don't think this is enough. The economy is quite low. I mean, there's not enough to buy anything useful. This Chosen Dreadnought is going to be something special. Honestly surprised I lived that long, that's what Vrax says. And here he is, Warrior the Chosen. Replete with fine awnings and decorations. Lots of gold on him. But no match against Mortarion. Does a lot of damage to him, that. Fair play to him. One Dreadnought versus a Primarch. He's not doing a terrible job at all. He goes down, but certainly gives himself a good showing. Oh, what a beautiful model Mortarion is. Decaying moth wings. Yeah, not bad at all. No, that's okay, Kubini. It was a fun match to watch. Fun match to watch indeed. Don't need to worry about that. But yeah, cool. Thank you. You know what, Vrax? You send in lots of games, and I really appreciate that. Even if you don't win, I know I say this every time this happens, but you know, even if you don't win, you're still sending the games. It's massive respect to it. It's always good to see the humility and humbleness of our players on the Discord and stuff. So yeah, cool. If you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you one extra game a week, and there is also a Discord where Discord things happen. My name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never short, and I will see you in a bit. Peace.